every one of you brilliant individuals go along with me in playing an ensemble of minuscule violins for Will Smith after this totally humorous response that he needed to Chris Rock, and Chris Rock totally obliterating him in his Netflix extraordinary that was simply delivered a couple of days prior. Will Smith hurt by Chris Rock's parody. Exceptional tending to Oscar's occurrence disagreeable Netflix gave Rock a stage, so this is so crazy oak. It's so diverting to me Will Smith is proceeding to make himself the casualty in this whole circumstance. You know what is happening, where he was the one that got up in front of an audience and did the horrendous thing to Chris Rock that he did last year at this point. Some way or another, we should accept that Will Smith is the casualty in that entire circumstance that is ridiculous oak. So we should get into this and see what Will Smith needs to say. This is so crazy humiliating hurt. Will Smith is humiliated and harmed everybody during the satire show. Rock specifies tricking reports that encompass Smith and his significant other Jada Pinkett Smith, saying his better half was effing her child's companion, adding she hurt him far more than he or her. And who does he hit me? A source told Diversion this evening that Smith is humiliated and wounded by the thing Rock said about him and his family, and his new Netflix unique a little excessively excessively near and dear for you there Will Smith is that will be that what's happening here. I have pulled for Will Smith my entire life. I've pulled for this mother effer oak. And presently I watch Liberation, just to see him get outshone Rock, additionally jokes in his satire extraordinary. The source proceeded to say that Walt Smith has not watched Rock unique individuals, have let him know that he's what he said. And the new ruler of Bel Air Star would like for the comic to let it go, just let it go Chris Rock Smith. Likewise communicated that he has worked on himself since the occurrence and believes Rock should continue on so he and every other person can too. The source said now look that may be the case. Will Smith he has chipped away at himself from that point forward. I'm not going to know. I don't know. Perhaps he has. I will say sure. Why not? How about we should run with that situation elk. That situation in the event that that is the situation. For what reason are you actually playing the casualty about this? Why not simply understand and concede that you accomplished something horrible oak, as opposed to proceeding endlessly time again to cause individuals to feel frustrated about you for something that you did. No one constrained you to get up in front of an audience and do how you treated Chris Rock. No one caused you to do that. You went up there yourself and you clobbered him. But some way or another you are the survivor of this entire circumstance. So you realize this is diverting Will Smith. He is the person who is the most harmed and humiliated by this present circumstance. Folks recollect that oak. So unfortunate littles Will Smith. Unfortunate person. I realize I know it's really extreme for him at the present time. And I won't look. I used to love Will Smith once upon a time oak back when it was somewhat at his excellent. He was quite possibly of the greatest entertainer working in Hollywood. At the time he was the greatest entertainer working in Hollywood. Back in like the mid-2000s individuals can change. So I won't say that he can't. And whether he does that is extraordinary man, really great for you yet. It's clever in light of the fact that Megyn Kelly likewise has a humorous reaction to this, a solitary reaction that I believed was totally astounding. So Will Smith humiliated and hurt over Chris Rock's remarks. And Megyn Kelly just said fella that essentially summarizes it totally. So trust you all delighted in leave a like buy in. And I'll converse with you all in another video very soon.